And here we go. Happy Thursday, ladies. I'm so excited to be here for Tribe Time. For me, this has become one of the most exciting calls because I love doing check-ins, right? It's like a weekly check-in almost where we kind of just see where we're at. We do a deep dive and then we kind of just, share a little bit about what's happening, what's working, what isn't. So at the end, we'll open it up for question and answers. And I know Stacy has something that she wants to share. And I love co-hosting this with her because, you get like different perspectives, you get different information, we all grow. And if you ladies want to pitch in, by all means, we're here for that. I'm just going to quickly go over something that I thought would be helpful because I am focusing on it. And it's something where I really just want to take my business. Like I want to focus more in that direction, which is an entire holistic approach. I think I've been doing that because I'm all about body, mind, and soul, but I want to make it more concrete. And so I was doing some research because I think I want to try to take this nutrition course just to, again, elevate my knowledge. And I started looking through a lot of holistic stuff because of the anxiety that I go through, that my son goes through. And I learned, and I wrote this down in my notes here, that there's 8 components or 8 dimensions to holistic health. And I'm going to bring them up because this has everything to do with your wellness journey. And remember, we're here during Tribe Time to check in. How is our wellness journey going? And that was the initial goal when Stacy and I were masterminding. We wanted to bring value and say, we want our customers to have a weekly check-in to say, this is working, this isn't, and let's keep learning. So there's the physical, emotional, social, spiritual. And then I learned there's environmental, intellectual, financial, and occupational. Today, I'm only going to go into the top 4 because those are the ones that I think I could really just add more value because I know I have the knowledge from my own experience, almost 6 years into my wellness journey. So the first one that I want you all ladies to drop in the chat, and Stace, I know you can help me with answering any questions, but let's reflect a little bit right now and tell us, where are you in your physical journey? I know that Stacy and I talk every day and we will check in with each other. Hey, sister, like, did you have your Shakeology or did you work out? And we'll go through our day. I did this, I did that. I got a meal plan. Or she'll tell me I'm doing a grocery run right now. And I'll tell her I'm drinking my water, whatever. And so tell us in the chat, where are you in your physical journey? Because that is the number one reason why you probably reached out to your coach. I know for me, I got into this for the physical aspect. So how is your focus on your physical body? And not just the exercise, but your activity, your nutrition, your quality of sleep. And I'm going to even go into hygiene, which is self-care. And drop it in the chat and let us know, is something working for you? Is something not working for you? Because that's what these Tribe Times are, right? We want to make sure that we are checking in with you so that we can help you. And the nutrition, we know it's about eating fresh whole foods where the body thrives. Remember, we want to reach our potential and we want to eliminate the crap that causes a lot of inflammatory, right? We want to make sure that we're eating a lot of plant-based foods because that's what is, it's going to make us feel better. It's brain food as well, all the healthy fats, all those things. And are you taking your smart supplements? Because those are essential vitamins and nutrients to fuel your body best. I want you to tell us in the chat, how's your sleep? A lot of people don't even get the average sleep. We should be sleeping more or less 7 hours plus. Are you getting that? Share in the chat. And I know Stacey's going to help me with this. Are you not? Is that something you need to work on? Do you need help with a nighttime routine to kind of relax you? How's your self-care? How's your hygiene? Do you take the time to get a massage or maybe a mani and pedi? and sometimes even doing our hair. I know for me, that's like massive self-care. And Stacy could absolutely like pitch in and be like, girl, I know exactly what that's like and how I help my, clients and customers feel amazing when she does their hair and things like that. So I want you to discuss, drop it in the chat, like make sure that that's popping. Then I want to go into the emotional side, which I wrote down, it's the wellness that addresses how we handle and express our emotions. And it's definitely where the self-care fits in the holistic realm. Okay. And so I want you to tell us, are you taking mental health days from time to time? Are you considering what your mood is when you're not feeling on point or you're feeling off? I have to share this today. Stacy, last night, she knew I was going through some anxiety, and she just walking into her hair salon called me. She's like, I just want to know how you're feeling. And I love that we have that accountability and that support in this community. She wasn't calling me to tell me about her day. She wasn't calling me to check in, with her day. She just was like, I just want to see how you're doing. And I looked at her and I'm like, and she's like, that's okay. That is okay. Like, if that's where you're at, that's okay. And I said, I'm praying right now and I do have anxiety. And she's like, stop resisting it, own it. Because when you're there, it's you can't make it worse. You're in it. And eventually it'll go away. And that's what I did. I told her, Stacey, you know what? That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go work out. And sure enough, like about an hour later, I sent her a message and I'm like, I'm feeling better. I dealt with an issue, I worked out, and I'm feeling better. And she's like, I told you were gonna be okay. And ladies, please know that you have that available to you. Like Gladys, if you are having a moment and you need to text me, you need to call me, like by all means, it would be an honor to, offer you that type of support. So since we don't want to make the call too long, again, I'm going to move on. But I just want you to think about these things and reflect and let us know how you're doing. So make sure you're managing your stress and that you are allowing yourself to express yourself freely and openly. And that's what our group is for, which Stacy, I know, is going to touch on as well. Number 3, let's go into the social aspect. This is the wellness part that involves your tribe. And I love this because this is called Tribe Time. And you ladies are my people. And I love knowing that I am sitting in a table with women who are elevating themselves, who are elevating me. I love knowing that I'm going to learn from you, that I'm going to grow. If I wasn't a coach and I wasn't into this, I'd probably just be cleaning my house. That was my life before. And that did not help me grow at all as a person. So, I'm very, very thankful for this. And let's share with us. Are you forming healthy bonds with the people in your life? Are you forming those bonds with the people in your community? It's how we focus and we communicate with those around us. And it's a dimension of holistic wellness. The relationships in our lives are supported by connection and open communication. Do you feel that you have that? Are you working on that? There's a lot of studies that have shown that people actually live longer when they are a part of community. So think about those things. And then I'm going to touch on the last one, which is spiritual. And I wrote down spiritual wellness is the connection you have with something greater than yourself. It includes your values, your ethics, and finding purpose in existence and being tuned in with the connection between mind and soul. How is that? How is your spiritual wellness? I know it's different for everyone, and it doesn't have to be focused on a religion or the idea of God. It's whatever it is, whatever belief you feel, right? But I want you to know that we support you and that you should be looking to have a deeper purpose for the human experience. How much of the day are you making decisions that are influenced by your sense of value that positively supports the people around you? How does having a spiritual outlook help you cope with challenges in life? And I'm sharing this because this is something that I've been working on in my own life. And I thought, if I am needing this, I know my customers and my clients are needing this as well. So I'm offering you a little checklist. If you want to screenshot it, you can. If not, I'll drop it, in the group so that you girls can just kind of, check off every day. Check really quick, just a few minutes. How am I doing? Did I do the things that are going to make me feel better, physically? Am I checking on my emotional state? socially? Do I feel that I'm leaning into that support? And am I, do I have them there? Like when I need them, am I leaning in? And then the last one is spiritual. Are you working on that part of your life that is absolutely going to give you that purpose? It's going to give you that dimension. And remember, we are expansive. So we have to understand that all of this is part of our nutrition and fitness, journey, because that's what makes it the wellness journey. So I hope this is helpful. I'll stop sharing now and I'll pass it over to Stace, and then we'll finish off with a question and answer. Stacy?
Yes. Okay. So what was on my heart last night was kind of what was happening with Susie. Susie, I can read her like a book. Okay. So we had our coaching team call last night, and she doesn't care if I say it. I could see her through that screen and I knew something was wrong. I knew it. So while we were doing the call, I had my phone next to me and I texted her and I said, "You don't look okay. You all right?" And we went back and forth for a few moments. But here's the admiration that I have for her. And I want you guys, I want more. Okay, let me be blunt. I feel that people who attend team calls are the VIPers that really give a shit about their wellness. Okay. I do. They're utilizing the tools, right? They are making an effort to come sit down on a Thursday night at 9:21 and be like, you know what? I do want to lean in. I do feel that tingle tug. And I do see that. I was like, I know you have to practice flossing. We're practicing flossing in the bathroom. We keep practicing. Sorry. This is my life until I have a house. So anyways, so what I'm trying to say is this. She could have easily bowed out and been like, bloop, leave meeting, right? She could have easily not worked out. She could have easily not shared, right? Susie shares all the time. Okay. Here's what I know. Here's what I'm just going to tell you what I know. Okay. Because I'm not an expert. I don't have I'm not the brightest bulb in the bunch, but I think I have street smarts. Being in here in a group for so long, do you watch, just raise your hand. Do you watch certain people more than others in the group? Do you keep your eye on certain people? Okay. Right. Duh. Some of them are really positive and some of you're like, dude, what are you doing? Right. It's okay. That's what it is. So when I was a challenger, before I worked the business, right, I was in this other group. The challenge group dwindled to me and my coach. Everybody stopped participating. Everybody. I found that so damn inspiring. Because you know why people were bowing out? We would get messages in the group. Hey guys, sorry, life has been really hard right now. I'm going through a really deep time. I'll be back when things get better. It was on repeat. And now I didn't know what these things were. Okay. I don't know the severity, but I know they stopped. And then what I also know too, is they stopped their Shakeology, their performance line. They let everything go during a hard time to keep them well in the bad. It makes zero sense to me. So just sit with it for a moment and think about it, right? Because we've all done things where we've bowed out. Okay, we've all done it. It's human nature, right? Because we are wired to protect ourselves. So the action is not so necessarily negative, but is it serving you in the right column, the right department, right? I can tell you that when people leave our group and our community all the time, and they're in and out, hey, I'm back. Okay. I say to myself, I don't want to be like that. That's me. I don't want to be like that. And I don't listen, please hear me that I'm not bashing these people. This is what the universe or God is giving me for my journey. Okay. This is what I hear. I hear for me, don't be a crowd follower, Stace. Don't bow out when it's hard. Don't say that you're busy. Don't say that you don't have enough time. Don't say that you don't have money. Let go of those words. Eliminate them from your meal plan. And so Susie and I were on FaceTime last night. You're gonna have to wait 1 second. It's fine. And I said, you know, it's funny. I said, I don't know the last time I've actually said to somebody like, hey, Mary, by the way, I can't come. I'm just way too busy tonight. Like, I can't meet up with you. I'm so sorry. I might say, I can't do tonight, but what about this? Right? I don't say, boom. I found that I started that in my wellness journey with that group. I didn't realize it until I was talking to Susie. I was like, oh my God, like our verbiage is so important, right? So when your life is super hard, I really want to offer a different insight. And I'm not talking about anybody in here. I'm talking as a whole, that when your life gives you a really interesting pivot, and it can come with multiple layers of pain, discomfort, questioning, you know, all those things, right? All that category. Is it okay to lean away? Don't you think you need a workout to move your body? Stress has to go somewhere. It goes somewhere. It will go to anxiety and depression because we're not honoring it. If we acknowledge it, we give it a space and a place to come to. I'll tell you what else is really freeing is when you come into a group and you're having moments, but you might go, well, I mean, I'm having a hard time, but I don't want to be like the Debbie Downer in the group. That can happen, right? Like, it's really bad right now and I just don't know, like, whatever. But what if you practice the art of, hey guys, you know, my husband company went on strike and I don't know when we're going to get this financial security back. And I'm really scared and I'm really worried, but I'm super grateful I have my nutrition right now. I'm super grateful I can digest something to counteract my cortisol levels. You know, guys, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be able to press play tonight. I really need to move my body. And you know what, too, guys? I cried during my workout. It was really beautiful. I'm really in a sad place, but gosh, I'm learning a lot. Hope this helps and serves you too. Do you see the shift? Like, own it. Most of us like to help other people. We really need to learn that in here by helping somebody else is by sharing you. And we were taught very wrong, right? Don't do too much. Don't do that. Da, 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 da. That's where you get another opportunity. You can look yourself in the mirror and go, God, how old am I? Like when that was being said. Who said that to me? Oh my God, it was my mom. Oh my God, it was my second grade teacher. Oh my God, it was my piano instructor. Holy shit, it's been my whole life with all these people. No wonder it's drilled into me. I can change it in the group. Maybe I'll try. Right? So what I'm trying to say is a lot of people in general in the world use the excuses, but it doesn't touch you, right? We can't go into a group and go, hey guys, so I stopped working out because really life has been super tough and I just realized I'm not a priority. No one says that. You know what they do? They do that with the cancellation button. That's their balls. Boop, boop, but they won't say it. And then you know what you see in their cancellations? Financial hardship. And I say bullshit. It's not financial hardship. You knew what you were doing when you walked in the door. And if you really wanted it, you would figure out a way. Right? Mindset is everything. It's everything. I tell my challengers all the time, if there's two things that I see you do in a community, well, three things really, is post every day, do your personal development, and drink your nutrition, and screw the workout. The workout is a bonus. If you don't have the mindset and you're not fueling your soul, your body is a temple. It is a temple. And we abuse the hell out of it sometimes, don't we? We disrespect it. We shame on it. We overwork it with countless hours. We don't we don't call the boss and say, next Monday, I'm taking off. Why? Because I need a mental health day. Is everything okay? Everything's great. I'm starting to implement this now in my life. It's pretty cool. You should try it. You've worked your ass off in the last, week or whatever. Like, take from here on out, this is going to be weird. I want you to take everybody in the group who's not doing it right and make it do you right. you could be inspiring them to change. You could be saving yourself 4 months from now from not showing up because life got hard. You see that difference? Do it different. Let it fuel you. Let these other people fuel you. It fuels me. I'm like this. Oh, hell no. I almost love it. And it's bizarre. And I don't mean that. And do you see what I'm saying? I don't want that to come off the wrong way, but do you understand what I'm trying to say? I love it. I love it because I'm going to go harder and I'm going to show up better for myself because I want to show them, are you freaking for real? No. But that's what that's what we do in this community. Whether you're a coach or not, it doesn't matter. You're the leader and the voice and the hero to your story. So I just want to offer that as a new perspective, a new mindset and a shift in rethinking. Because I'm going to tell you what, when it was just me and Dimitri on that group, and I literally was like, what the hell? She's like, Stacey, you have no idea how many people quit on themselves. It's disgusting. And she's right. She's right. Us do not want to be part of that. That's why you're here. That's why you got to be with the coach that you're at. I can tell you right now, the coach that you signed up with has pretty much bank shot. They are not leaving. They are a slam dunk. You can throw all the chips on them and say, she will not go on me, which means I will not go on myself. Because that's what you were attracted to. You were attracted about the consistency. So don't think for a minute, just because like other people may not be posting their hard times doesn't mean they're going through a hard time. I'll give you an example. I'll share with you mine. A week ago, we got a phone call and a lady called my phone and started telling me every single name on my mother's side of the family. My mom her maiden last name is Keywood. Told me, do you know Pauline Keywood? Do you know George Keywood? Do you know Georgette Keywood? These are all my family members on her side. She named her mom, her dad, all her sisters, and my cousin. And I said, you have to slow down for 5 seconds because this is a very awkward phone call. And I'm not going to say yes or no to your questions, but you have to understand you're calling me and rambling this. What in the hell are you talking about? She took a deep breath and she told me that she's 69 years old and she just found out that the father that raised her is not her biological father. She went on ancestry.com and it is showing that my grandfather is her biological father, which means if it's true, and we're finding out very soon, that not only will my aunt and my mother apparently have a half sister, but my grandfather definitely cheated on my grandmother and that he got 2 people pregnant 6 months apart at the same time. So I want to share with you guys, like, I might not come in this group and share my shit because this is where I work on owning my shit, right? But I do talk about it. You'll see me. You'll see, if you read my post, you'll see me dabble in it, right? But I got to make sure that when life pivots, I honor this because that's a big, this is really weird right now. It really is weird. And my Aunt Georgette's not taking it so well. She's not welcoming this right now. And my mom, I don't know where she's at with it right now. But what I'm trying to say is we all have stuff. So when you look at other people and go, well, they're always posting perfect and they're happy. Maybe that's why they're in here. Maybe this is their only space because life is so shitty that they're going to vow to be, this is their happy. This is their commitment. This is where no one's going to talk negatively within their space. So let's not use them for pulling away. Do you see what I'm saying? Right? I just want you guys to know that when your life happens, does anybody in here like to feel alone? No, right? Trick question, right? What if we, the 5 of us, every day vow, because we pretty much do this, you guys, in this group right here. We post every day. And we share a little bit and growth and encourage like 5 or 6 people. And now Susie and I comment on everybody. That's our job. We love that. but we've seen a lot of interaction lately. Let's keep spreading that. Because if I was a doctor and I told you that if you did these vital behaviors, it was going to save your mental health, I'm pretty sure you would do it because a doctor said so. I'm trying to tell you that I have been through the depths of hell with my father's suicide, and beach body groups have saved me. Do the damn behaviors. They are beautiful. They are a blessing. You do them when you don't want to. You do them because you know you're chasing your tomorrows, and your tomorrows need them. And that's what's so damn joyful. And I just wanted to really leave you guys.
You're muted. You're muted.
People leave when it gets tough. Eliminate the word hard. Eliminate the word busy. Eliminate the word I don't have time. Eliminate. I'm telling you, when you do that, it's amazing. And you do have people to check in with. You have all of us. That's the post. And the post and the picture, and not just going like, bar blend for me, day 572, whatever it is, right? It's like, it's not, I want to tell me what that workout did for you today. What did it do? And you might go, oh my God, I don't even know. Start. Just start. Take it 5 layers deeper. Everything you do, 5 layers deeper. Can anybody relate to what I'm saying? Does anybody have a piggyback? Does anybody have something that they want to contribute before we end our call tonight that kind of is in correlation of what we're chatting on? Go on, girlfriend.
So I was having a conversation with my little sister, and because the holidays are coming up, and obviously the exciting part of the holidays, but one of the things that me and her were talking about is boundaries, right? Because now with the holidays coming up, and one of our biggest struggles, me and my sister, because of the way that we were raised and our culture and everything, is we were raised and brought up to be people pleasers. So we automatically want to say yes to everybody and make everybody happy, but it's just not healthy. It's not conducive. And in a way, boundaries can be a way of self-care, which is what I spoke with her about yesterday. Also kind of like what Susie was talking about. And, I was explaining to her, because she was like, oh, because my sister feels like she has a lot of needy people very close to her. So I was explaining to her, you have to keep your cup full first in order to pour out to others. And it's a form of self-care and self-love for you to do that. And then you'll be able to help others, especially now during the holidays where everybody's kind of demanding, everybody has their own opinions as to, especially with the pandemic, how many people should get together, how many people should not get together. It's a lot. So I was explaining to her about those healthy boundaries, and, you're going to get pushback and resistance from people. And it's basically because you're going to be challenging their behaviors, but I told you have to keep it civil, you got to keep it classy, you have to have honest communication, respectful, and get your point across. And it's going to help you, keep yourself together to be able to give to others.
Gladys, Gladys, I love that. That's something that like everybody needs to see and read and know, because what I do, and I know it's kind of facetious and jokey at first, but there's a reason why. I'll tell people I'm a recovering people pleaser. And the reason I say it in that way is because it shifts people's mind to show me support. And so when they hear that, they're like, oh, so you've gotten a hold of your boundaries, you've gotten a hold of yourself, and now you're living for you, just like any other person recovering from something. And so it really does work. I mean, it's for a good laugh too, but I exactly 100% agree with you. I'm so glad you're sharing that with her and us.
Yes, I figured that it would be beneficial. The same way I thought it was a good conversation with my sister, it would help my sisters out here as well.
So can I ask you a question? Does it bother them that they are people pleasers? Does it are they like, oh my God, why can't I? Or do they say things like that?
My sister, for example?
Yeah. Do they say they get frustrated over it?
Yeah, and they complain about it, and it's like, it's my sister, so I can be blunt with her. So I'm like, my
Yeah.
sister, I love you, and I'm here to hold space for you. If you want to keep complaining, do you want my opinion? Do you want advice? Because I got some things to tell you.
Get it. I love that. But you know what else I love too? You know what you can say? Be like, so what you're telling me is that the old fill in the blank name is still bringing that energy into her space to feel her worth. Because I guarantee you, as you said, growing up, that did make you feel good. It did. It did. We have to honor that it did. It made you feel good. When we were young, of course it did. But as you evolve, you don't realize that you're still like the cell tower bringing that in because, well, oh, this is how I feel good. This is what gives me an identity. But now she's got this other signal coming into the cell tower going, oh, I don't want that. So now those people are her gift to change and say, like Mary said, oh, I'm a recovering people pleaser, or learning to say no, and still being sitting in that awkward, like, no, like, no, like, shit, are they mad? But I'm in that same boat too. Yeah.
There was something that Brene Brown said. It said, daring to set boundaries is about having the courage to love ourselves, even when we risk disappointing others.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
It's huge. And to really let go. And, like we have in-law issues. Like I have horrible in-law issues too. To the point where I'm so tired of caring that it's not, when I say I don't care, it means I need to let go. I can love you from over there because loving you here is not good for me. It's not like I hate people. Hate's a very strong word, but people can be loved at different lengths.
Everybody, you can have different boundaries for different people.
Yeah,
definitely.
And I think once you start practicing, boy, I think it gets real powerful. And it's not a cocky, it's just powerful. It's like, wait, no, I don't. Wow, I was on a spell for 42 years. I just cleared myself from that spell. Like it is, right? It's like the Sanderson sisters from Hocus Pocus casted a spell on you, it's just crazy. But I love how you said that. And I love how Mary said recovering people pleaser, because it offers nobody to come back and say something negative towards you. And that is almost like your protective force field.
Yep, I'm gonna definitely tell my sister about that.
Yeah, I think it's great. And no is not negative. No, it's not negative. It's not, but we were taught that way. That's why it's so important to share in our group. Because when you say something like, Susie doesn't care. She said to me, she goes, I know what you were saying on that call was for me. I know it. And I was like, well, I mean, kind of, but it wasn't. I was like, because she goes, when I start talking like that,
I'm sorry.
You call me out on it. But here's what I love is that she got to the place that she went ding for herself. And then she said, okay, now I want you to call me out. So now I have her dinging and permission to be like, oh, we're not doing that. Remember? Okay, bye. You know what I mean? Like I've done it. I've been in the bathroom with her countless times on the toilet. And I'll be like, hi, so we're not going to talk crap like that. Okay. Have a nice day. Bye. And I hang up. And I'm like, I have to go to the bathroom. Goodbye. Like that's how close we are. So let's be that close. Like, who cares? Susie, look at her.
You guys, I love it. I love learning from you girls. I love that you put a smile on my face. I love that you give me so much perspective, and I just love the bonds, like this is so freaking cool. I love it. Yeah. So thank you for this. We've been 45 minutes chatting, and so I kind of want to wrap it up, but I do want to give opportunity for anybody who wants to ask a question so that we could do a Q&A on anything at all, maybe something that you're struggling with, or you have a question about your next program or whatever it is. Want to open it up as an open forum for that, or anything at all you want to share. Unmute, and then we'll close it up with that. Sure.
I just want to tell everyone that when Job 1 comes out, you better be on it. It is the greatest program in the world. So yeah, it's 2 days of HIIT or sweat session stuff and 3 days of like calisthenics, split weight training, things like that. But it goes by so fast. She's so amazing. Oh, I love it. So love, love, love.
Mary, and it's only 20 minutes a day, right?
20 minutes Monday through Friday, or 5 days a week, whichever your days are.
Yeah, which I find that we are really, Beachbody is really just helping people remove all excuses. Like if you don't have 20 minutes to work on your health, it's because you really don't want it.
And this is like, I just had my retirement weekend, and I tell you, did I fall off the container wagon? Like I was, alcohol and all. And I had to take my halfway pictures on Monday, and I still had abs. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, that's awesome.
So it's great. It's really great. So yeah.
I can't wait. On Monday, we get the sample workout. So I would love to do it together with everyone. I mean, I typically get on at 6:30. I don't know if
I'll do
everybody
it.
can. You'll do it at 6:30? I
Yeah.
think it'll be fun if we do it
Yeah.
together, because we're going to get to try out, our next program. I think it comes out December 2nd. So it's around the corner.
Okay.
And it's crazy. They strategically do that, by the way,
Yes.
because when Transform 20 came out, that's a 20-minute workout program, and they launched it right in the holidays.
Yeah.
Don't think Beachbody isn't thinking to take care of us.
Absolutely.
It's strategic.
The holidays
It's very
is stressful
genius.
yeah, absolutely.
And
then
to
in
get
the spring-
results.
And then in the spring, we get Autumn's 4-week protocol, which is that, food elimination
4
program.
weeks for everybody.
Which during the spring, people do tend to take care of themselves because they're getting ready for summer. And then in the summer, they usually launch, something with a little bit more commitment because we have a little bit more time. But in the spring, it's usually always something, that can be fun, but can also be very intentional. So they're very smart about what they bring out. So I'm excited. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Anyone else want to share anything, question, answer, anything at all before we wrap it up?
Peppermint Mocha is fire.
Girl, that is my favorite
God.
flavor. How are you making it?
Well, right now I'm just putting a little bit of cocoa and 2 dates in my Vitamix.
Okay.
And it's so good. Do you guys have anything else to add into it? Like I didn't know what to add with that flavor. It's a little bit tricky.
Yeah,
But the
so I
flavor
add a little
itself
bit.
is so good.
I mean, I typically do mostly water. I do add ice. I add a splash of almond milk, and I will add a little bit of cinnamon, and it is amazing.
cinnamon.
I've also added dark cherries because I could add dark cherries to any Shakeology, and it enhances all the flavors of Shakeology. I do that to my vanilla, to my chocolate, to my cafe latte. Oh my goodness. And I do it to peppermint mocha, and it's to die.
Yummy.
So good.
Mm-hmm.
I love that you love it, Gladys.
It's really
Yeah.
good.
Love it. All right, Sharona, anyone else before we wrap it up? She's probably with her kiddo, right? All right. That's what we have for you guys. Tribe Time was successful for me. I learned so much about what you girls shared. And again, I hope that, what Stacy shared really just touches us, is that even when life gets hard, the message is stay in the community and post about what you're going through, because that helps us all evolve, and it helps you get through the stuff so that you're not alone. And then the holistic approach, dimensions that I just brought, just take a minute and reflect on that, because that's very, very important. It's not just nutrition, and it's not just fitness, it's everything, right? We love to work on mind, body, and soul. And in January, Stacy and I are going to bring another book club back. So that's going to be super helpful. Yeah, because that's always something where we could connect emotionally, even intellectually. Like I love that stuff. So that's exciting. Lots of fun stuff coming our way. All right, ladies, have a great Thursday night. I will talk to y'all soon. I'll post the recording as soon as I can. Mary, my book will be finished next summer, so you'll get a free copy. You're writing a book? Oh, I had no idea, Mary. Congrats.
Thank you. I'll tell you all about it next Tribe Time.
Love it. Let's do it. All right, ladies, have a great night. Talk to you soon. Bye.